So what's up guys, Wamboi from Taraji Eco Farm, and today we are back again with another video. It's been raining in January and now we are getting to the drier season, so there's not much happening on the farm, but we have a bit of things that we are still harvesting. We'll be sharing tips on how you can ensure continuous harvest on your farm. So stick around and let's see what we got today. So I'm just using a regular scissors. I don't have all the farm tools. I think this cucumber is ready. So that's our first one. I'm not totally. So for the lettuce, we are still waiting for the seeds. I'm not sure we've never harvested seeds before, but I'm not sure that this could be the seeds, yeah? This could be the seeds actually. Wow, that's interesting. So we'll be harvesting the lettuce seeds. Now there's something we need to tell you about lettuce. For the last like 2-3 weeks, we've not been eating the lettuce, and at some point they got bitter, and that's the reason why we stopped eating them. So for right now we are just waiting for them to seed, and then we'll use the seeds for our next season. Previous video we showed you that also our coriander was flowering, and now you can see these tiny green seeds. We've never harvested seeds before, but we can see what looks to be like the coriander seeds we actually buy. So I think we'll be harvesting these and we'll see whether they'll actually grow in our next season. Yeah, so tip number one, to ensure that you have consistent supply of food in your garden, is to ensure that you have sufficient water supply. Don't just depend on rainwater. For us currently we are just depending on rainwater, and you can see what happens to some of the crops when there's little or no rainfall. But we have a plan. We are going to actually work towards it so that we can collect our own water and just be able to grow food throughout the year. So this is another example of where you need consistent supply of water in your farm. So that's a project we really are working towards, and hopefully you can also get your own. That's the size of carrots that are here. So let's see whether we have a good size. Okay, a bit small. Let's try to pick another one. So let me test another one. I know I didn't do a good job thinning here, so might get smaller carrots. So do you think they'll grow any bigger? Should I give them time? Let me know in the comment section. But for now, I'll just leave them in the ground. So guys, in our other video, we showed you this very simple structure that I put up here just to be able to support the cucumber plants. And my, oh my, can you see all these cucumbers? There are so many. So many. I can already count over 15 of them. There are so many. So I think this really worked well. in even subsequent cucumber plants, we are definitely going to support them, and also probably do the same kind of structures for the tomato plants. So guys, before I move to tip number 2 on how to ensure consistent supply of food, we have this fruit tree here that we've been debating about. We have 3 of these, and we've been calling them plum trees. But a video that we saw somewhere on social media made us doubt that it could actually be a pomegranate. How do you pronounce that name? How do you pronounce that name? Pomegranate. It could actually be a pomegranate plant. So let us know if you have this plant. What is this plant? We actually have no idea.
Okay.
So this is another bed with carrots. I'm just going to test the size. Okay, so difficult to get it from the ground. Almost the same size as the other bed. What do you think? Should we give them time to grow bigger, or are they mature? Here's another one. So for now, I'll just leave them on the ground, see if they get any bigger. Didn't do a good job in thinning, but this is a bit better than the other bed. So initially, this is what we thought was the pomegranate tree or shrub. I don't know what this is. But now we have doubts between this and the other tree that we used to call a plum tree. Number 2, when you have things like spring onions, this is what we do on our farm, okay? So for example, if I pick this, I'll just separate and plant another one right in the same spot. And of course, the next time we are coming, we have 5 more on the same spot. So that's how we ensure the farm always has spring onions, and you can do the same for your farm. So like here, I can just pluck one of these and put it back where I removed that one. The soil is a bit dry now because it's not been raining for the last few days, but our spring onions are quite hardy. So this is our vertical garden. This right here is a leek. You can see how moist the soil is because we've used this mulch, sawdust, just to be able to keep the soil moist. So that's a leek, and I can get another one here. Yeah, I want to show you 3 kinds of plants here that almost look the same, but you can tell the difference from the leaves. So these are leeks, and this is how the leaves look like. These are spring onions. These are spring onions. These are also leeks. You can see the leaves look similar. And then here we have what we call bulb onions. So if you can see, a bulb is already trying to form on this one. So these are bulb onions. I usually tell the difference through the leaves, even though I plant them almost in the same location. So our last tip for the day, tip number 3, is to space out your crops such that you're not harvesting too much at one point and nothing on the other point. And a very good example that we can give you from our farm is the sugar cane. These were the very first canes that we had. We've eaten all the mature ones, And now we are moving to the second batch, which is these ones. These are the next ones to mature. And if you can see right, other canes at different stages of growth. We even have smaller ones right here to my right. Smaller ones right here to my right. So the way we space them out like that is to ensure at any given time we'll have sugarcane on the farm. We do the same for our raised bed gardens. For the raised bed gardens, what we do, we space out in weeks, like bed 1 and bed 2 will have a 2-week difference. But because we have periods of dry season and we do not yet have a way to collect rainwater and supply throughout the year, we can only plant up to a certain point. So right now we are not doing any kind of planting because it's in the drier season. Our chicken had a party at the farm, and hey, my goodness, look at what they did to our collards. Look at that. All the leaves are gone. All the leaves are gone. Same thing happened on the upper part of the farm. Actually, that's where it happened the most. So yeah, the chicken had a chicken party, and they didn't invite us. But you know, we'll get some protein at the end of it all anyway. This right here, the cassava plants. These cassava plants, we got them from a place called Kuria. So we don't actually know how to handle cassava, but so far they're growing well. We were given stems, and that is what we used to plant, just pierce the ground. I have a sack here, one of the sacks where the chicken had a feast on. There's a volunteer tomato plant and it's leaning on the cassava, so I'll let it support the tomato plant. And yeah, I can see there are already 3 fruits there and some more flowers, so hopefully get some more tomatoes this season. Yeah, so our first bananas are coming up pretty well. You can see the bunch of bananas is quite big, eh? So yeah, quite excited about it. I know we need to plant more bananas because whatever we have on the farm is mainly for cooking purposes. So we need some suckers for sweet bananas, and also the long bananas. I'm not sure the varieties, I don't know the names, but the ones that are not cooking varieties, we need to plant some more. These are the drumsticks and the thighs that we saved from our last poultry harvest, and we are going to bake them. Yes, so I just added a little bit of spices, not too much because of the kids. Yeah, let's see how this turns out. So last week we harvested a cabbage from here and it was very nice, and this one looks ready. It's also a tiny one, but it looks ready, and I haven't carried a knife. So let me see if I can. Yeah, so this is our second cabbage from the farm. This is the actual size. The rest of it, which is here, will go to the chicken. So previously we had to get rid of some cabbages that had been eaten by chicken, and now they've eaten all of them. So from this bed, I'm just going to remove all this cabbage and feed them to the chicken. This is the match that I've picked. Some of them are quite unhealthy. That's why it doesn't bother me that the chicken are having them. We have more cabbages in other beds. Those are the 3 tips for today's video. Stick around our channel. Thank you to those who are engaging with us. I know some of you have suggested that we try using less sawdust, so we'll try that in our next season. We actually read about it, and it seems that sawdust actually depletes the soil of nitrogen, So either when you use sawdust, then you have to grow it together with something like legumes in the same place, so that the soil is not depleted of its nutrients. Remember to leave a like, share our video, and we hope to continue inspiring you to grow your own foods. And you know what? Sometimes your front yard will surprise you with things like this. So we didn't plant this one. This is a volunteer watermelon plant. We've not been very successful in growing watermelon, but we hope that this will give us something. What do you think? See you on the next video.